So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong, I don't know where I went wrong, but I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me.
My name is Ian Althouse. I got into teaching because I really enjoy kids, and their young enthusiasm really energizes me, and it still does to this day when I teach kids. So that's one of the main reasons I got into teaching, and I love the English language. I like talking about themes and just relating it to life. I think it's really important.
Happy kid, very outgoing, easily, family. He's always been good with like little kids and the cousins, and other kids just kind of flock to him because, I don't know, I think he's in the right profession, definitely, because he's just, I think he's good with kids, although we were surprised he did high school versus elementary school.
I was going to say, do you think he would be better elementary?
I think so. I mean, I've never seen him teach high school, but I just know he's really good, with little kids. And he's just been, I think, blessed by having academics and athletics and social just come easy to him. He's a kid like we never had to worry about or will have to worry about because we know he'll always be okay.
I think he's done well, but he was always ready to embark on that career before finishing college, so I said no, get your 4-year degree and then do whatever you want. So he did that, and so he still has that as a hobby and a talent that he can continue to do for the rest of his life.
A lot of hobbies I like to do would be mountain biking. I love biking single track trails especially, which are like trails through the woods that you can only fit one bike down at a time. I really like that. It just gets me out into nature and like seeing animals and stuff and the deer out there. I also love surfing. I'm not very good at it, but I really enjoy the sport, and I love bodyboarding as well too with boogie boards. So I love the ocean, love being out in the water. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do, especially during summertime. I snowboard as well, something to get me through the winter. I'm not too much of a fan of the cold, but I can appreciate snow here and there. And I definitely like movies. I'm a big film buff, so I love watching movies and watching the really big popular blockbusters all the way down to like the really kind of like quiet indie films. So obviously songwriting and playing guitar are like number one probably.
Mr. Althouse is an interesting person. Some of his hobbies include surfing, playing music, mountain biking, and snowboarding. In his free time, he plays with his band Independence Drive.
I've been writing songs since I was probably in 5th grade, believe it or not. Like I was a 5th grade kid writing original lyrics. I had melodies in my mind. I didn't even know how to play guitar yet at that point, but I had these ideas in my mind of like where I wanted to go with things. And my first band ever was in 5th grade with my friend, and we literally had a Lego box and some other like little bucket and 2 baseball bats, miniature baseball bats we used for drumsticks, and a plastic guitar his sister had, and we started calling ourselves the Jasmine Flowers, and rocked out in this room upstairs and recorded on cassette tape, and I still actually have some of the recordings. They're pretty funny. What inspired me to play music? I know the first time I saw Green Day back in 1994, I think it was, at the Woodstock Festival, Woodstock 94, and they had Billy Joe Armstrong had his blue hair, Trey Cool had green hair, I think, and Mike had like bleach blonde, but it was all dyed. They were like pink hair or something, and they were looking all punk rock, and it just really, I was like, wow, I really want to do that. And my mom looked at me like, those are your favorite band? That's your favorite band right now? And I said, yeah, Mom, that's awesome, And she thought it was pretty far-fetched, but I also think that she wasn't crazy about the punk rock thing at the moment, but she actually likes Green Day now, which is funny. So they were probably my first influence. But even before that, I just really loved music, and I in about 5th grade I started playing with a friend, and we were like just having some fun, and it was a good time, you know, writing songs.
He was always very talented music-wise, just from little on up. He got a plastic guitar when he was, I don't know, maybe less than 2 years old. Played the plastic guitar. Every time he turned on a video camera, he sang his ABCs in front of it. So we always like to sing and play guitar. I don't know where he gets it from, because he doesn't get it from us.
So my dream, and I think, let me just say this, I think dreams are the most important part of life, because if you don't have dreams, you have nothing to achieve or aspire to, and I think all kids should have one, no matter what it is. I don't care what it is. But mine, I would say, okay, I got a few. My first dream was always just to, you know, live a comfortable life, have a great family, and, you know, live by the beach one day, go surfing every day. But my other main dream would be to become famous, tour the world, play music, and obviously a lot of the kids that I have now know that I love playing music very much, and if I could make a living out of that, I probably would, you know. Everyone's like, would you leave teaching? I was like, I mean, if you were offered a world tour and, you know, record deal, would you too? I think most people would. You know, it's kind of it's a long shot, so I don't necessarily consider it being realistic, but if it was an opportunity, would I take it? Sure, absolutely. And, you know, I would never forget my teaching days if I ever did get that opportunity. I think they would be very fond memories for me, so I'm sure I'd come back and come back to the schools I taught at to visit and things like that, but that's if it would ever happen, you know. So it's a dream, but I would love to, again, tour the world and travel by playing music and having my music, you know, that I've written myself spread out to the different, you know, countries and whatnot.
But the sun is just fine when I see it shine. It's summertime. I know.
And I think at a younger age,
I got so.
anyone who really tries to be more proactive, better at something than they. Just the songs and the talent is so wonderful.
So my plans for the future are immediately to fix up this house I just bought and make it the way I want it to be, modernize it. I'm going to have a huge basement with a rock room downstairs to invite all my friends and bandmates over to and jam out. It's going to be really cool. Other than that, you know, I guess get married, have some kids eventually. Definitely want to travel the world. Traveling is another thing I kind of forgot to mention earlier as one of my hobbies. I mean, I love to travel. I've been to a lot of different countries like Japan and India, Puerto Rico, Mexico, St. John, like the British Virgin Islands there. I've been to California too, like other places around, you know, the country that we live in, obviously. And Germany, I stayed in Germany for a soccer exchange program, so I think my future definitely holds a lot of traveling in it, for sure, and culturing myself more.